Okay, hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Champion. And this is our pre-New Year's Eve edition. This is Nancy Lagan. Hi. And I'm Jenny Cheatham. And we are going to give you some fun tips on how to do some appetizers and charcuterie board for New Year's Eve and some fun drinks that maybe you can make your New Year's Eve or any Eve just a little more fun. So we're going to start by telling you that we're really glad you're here. If you're here with a party, let us know who you're with, who your hostess is, and who your consultant is. And if you're here, if you just happen to on our live, or if you're a consultant, please say hello so that we know you're with us. I'm going to start by showing you a really quick this is a 5-ingredient, because we all know that if you know me at all, you know that if anything has more than 5 ingredients, I'm probably not going to make it, okay? I like things that are simple. I like things that are super simple. I did find out a lot of things about myself in the last 2 days. One is that I would be a lousy bartender. I get really confused with all the different things that you have to do, but I did find some drinks that I am able to make. And this is a 5-ingredient ginger beer margarita. One of the coolest things about this is you have seen, if you've been on the show before, or if you've been to a Tupperware party before, our Great Master, okay? And usually we show you, and Nancy's gonna show you later, how amazing it works with the cheese. We've talked about doing chocolate. But one of the things that we don't talk about a lot is the way it works with ice, okay? And tonight I'm going to show you how fast you can shave ice with this. And it's really cool for the margaritas, but let me tell you what. All right, it's snowing outside right now, so that's a little optional. But this would be the coolest thing in the summer with kids for snow cones, things like that. All you'd have to do is get the syrup and do it with, the syrup with the ice and snow cones, because have you bought snow cones lately? I was out this summer with my grandkids, and snow cones when my kids were little were like 50 cents at the ballpark. Yep, they're like $3.55. I was like, really, for ice and Kool-Aid? Are you kidding me right now? So this is so cool. So it works the same way as if you're using it for the cheese grater. You just get, when you get the, so you buy the base, right? Because the base works with everything, and the top, and then this comes in our cone trio, and this is the ice shaver. So you slide that right in there on the top. You put the handle on, just like you do with the other one. Not hard, very simple to do. Twist right on there, slide it right on there, and then you lock it to your counter, so it's not going anywhere at all. Now, we're gonna put our ice in there, okay? This is so cool.
It is so cool.
It is so cool. I have too much ice. So you know what you do with too much ice? You turn around behind you and you throw it in the sink. Problem solved. I'm also big on problem solving. So I'm going to start like this. And I'm just going to do this little bit like this. And I really hope you can see how this is working now. As soon as I get it down small enough, move that out of the way. And that's not bad. Oh, cool. Okay, all that ice. We're done. No mess, no fuss. And now all I have to do is move this out of the way, okay? And I have all this ice. Really cool. Now, these are for our margaritas, all right? So we need, this is where it got fun, okay? And by the way, ice is one of my ingredients. So, all right, I need 1.5 ounces of tequila. Awesome thought. So here's my tequila. And here's my 1.5 ounces. And while these Tupper minis are amazing for a lot of things, you can ask my grown children. They're also amazing for shot glasses. Okay, 1.5 ounces of tequila, an ounce of fresh lime juice. Now, You take limes, lemons, best done at room temperature, and you just roll them to get the most juice out of them, okay? So I'm gonna use one of our cutting boards, one of our knives, and just cut it. Oh, it's already getting juice out of it, cool, right? Now, there's a lot of ways to get juice out of citrus, right? But one of my favorite is with our Zest and Press. Now, here's the thing about our Zest and Press, okay? It's not available to just buy from your consultant right now, but Tupperware is doing the coolest thing right now. They are putting new things on sale, 20, 40, 60% off on our websites every day. There's new things every day out there. So you need to go on your consultant's website. If you're a consultant, you need to go on your own website every day and check out what is on there and what they have. Now, you would think that you would put this in there like that, right? So that it would just squeeze. No, that's not what you're going to do. You want to put it in here like this. And you know what else is going to happen right now? I'm going to steal this little bowl right here. Oh, no, not.
You got one.
I have my own little bowl.
She's taking my bowls.
Right.
There goes the charcuterie board.
There you go. So
It's got lime juice in it.
we're just going to push this right down in here. Okay, and look at all that juice coming out of that little bitty lime. I love it. All right, we're going to take that out of there. Look at that. Now, I'm going to do both of them because a little later on in the show, we're going to need some more lime juice. And you only need to see me do this once, but you're going to see me do it once, twice. Pay attention. Okay, so it's all in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, look at that. All right, you're not going to get that by squeezing. Now, all right, so the Zest and Press, remember that, write that down. Zest and Press, check your consultant's website daily to see if this goes on there for sale, or check with your consultant and say, listen, when that comes back, if it comes on sale in a flyer, if it comes on sale in another book, whenever the new catalog comes out, let me know. I need that thing, because you do. All right, after we get the lime juice, okay, we need 1 ounce, and it tells me that 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons, which would be great, except that I also have a 1/2 ounce, which is a tablespoon of simple syrup. Now, the other thing I learned how to do today was make simple syrup, okay? So to make simple syrup, you boil equal parts of sugar and water on the stove until the sugar dissolves in the water, and then you boil it and you let it simmer, then you turn it off and you let it cool, and then you put it in the refrigerator, and it's simple syrup. Did not know that, now I do, okay? So that's simple syrup, okay, then we have, right, the 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So we're just going to do 1 and 2. I'm gonna have to do another lime while you're making the charcuterie board. I can tell. Because the other cool thing we're gonna do, because this is a margarita, okay? So much fun. I have some salt. I will go to work in a restaurant. No, I won't. But this is fun. So I'm going to take my glass. And no, this is not a margarita glass, but Nancy and I are just going to share
A little taste.
1 drink. And then I'm gonna dip it in the glass. Look at
Oh,
that.
perfect.
Look at that.
So festive.
One would think that I did this all the time. I do not. Look,
I know that, you know, if you have a sugary drink, you could do it with sugar.
do it with sugar.
So, you know,
You could do it with colored.
colored for the
Yeah.
holiday.
It would be colored. It would be so pretty. Now, okay. And we're gonna put a 1/2 cup of ice in here. Well, we're gonna guess
Just
on
dump
a 1/2
it.
cup of ice, because
Yeah, just dump it.
so. And we're gonna make a mess, because that's what I do. All right, so then we're gonna put this in here. Now, they've done, you do put ginger beer in here. However, this is very important, and it even said in the directions, shake it until you get it all mixed up and your shaker gets cold. This is our quick shake. This is great for this kind of stuff. You can also make instant pudding in here, not at the same time you're making your margarita, but you can make instant pudding in here. Okay, you don't want to put your ginger beer in here and shake it like that, until after you're done shaking it like crazy first, because your ginger beer will blow the top off of your, what do I do with my ginger beer?
I didn't see you bring it in.
I
Oh,
have,
you
it's
already had
right
it in there.
here. I'm this confused, and I haven't had any of this stuff yet, so, okay. Now I am gonna put this back on, I'm gonna shake it a little bit, but I'm not gonna go crazy, okay? Because I wanna drink this, I don't wanna wear it. Then we're gonna take a little more ice. We're gonna put it in the glass, because that seems like an excellent idea. Or put some in the glass. Ready?
Ready? Oh.
Ooh,
2 drinks.
look at that. So here's to round one.
Happy New Year
Cheers.
early.
So five ingredient ginger margarita. Hey, I'm pretty good.
That is good.
There you go. Now,
Whoa.
Nancy is going to help you make some food so that you're not drinking on an empty stomach. And I'm going to get stuff for the second drink. You go.
Okay. You know, on New Year's Eve, people love to have people over, or you might be going to a party, and there's all kinds of appetizers you can make that are quick and easy. I used to be a caterer, so I love to prepare food and create food. And the hottest appetizer right now is the charcuterie boards. About a month ago, 2 months, I didn't even know how to say it. I had to practice it because, wait a minute, I have salt. So much salt.
You're welcome.
Anyway, to make a charcuterie board, you can do it on a board, which is when you go online and Google charcuterie boards, you can get a big board and put all of your stuff on it. There is a picture that I will share tomorrow. I tried to print it, but my print cartridge went out, that you take your island. Okay, if you have an island in your kitchen, this is so cool, and you're having a big party, and you put foil all on the island, and then you put all your cheeses and salamis and crackers all over the island, and then people can take all the food off your island, and you don't have any, things to clean up. It looked so cool. But what you do for a charcuterie board is you can pick what you want to put on it. That's the fun of it. So you could have a whole charcuterie board evening. You could do the appetizers, which I'm going to have salami and ham and bologna and cheese, 2 different cheeses, grapes, strawberries, tomatoes. I have veggies and dip. I made some ham salad. I have crackers and bread, which I'm going to put together after Jenny makes her next drink. But you can also do a seafood charcuterie board. You could have shrimp and crab and marinated herring and mussels and clams and have it all over that board. What a fun thing to have. And you could take your little bowls and put your sauces, your cocktail sauce in there for that. You could do a bread board. And I've seen these on, oh my gosh, it's so cool. There's a restaurant down in Kansas City my friend went to, and she sent me a picture of the bread charcuterie board. All different kinds of bread, cuts all different ways. You could just do a vegetable board with just all veggies and different dips. You could do a fruit board with all kinds of fruit and pumpkin dip and marshmallow dip. You could also do a fondue board, and that would be fun with 2 little fondue pots. And then you have the chocolate fondue on one side with fruits and cookies and marshmallows and bananas. And then you would have your cheese fondue on the other side with different kinds of breads. There are so many variations. You could also do a total dessert. That's another one. I found a great picture that I'll share on Champion tomorrow. But the dessert one was so fun for New Year's Eve, because what they had on it was a board, and then it had like stars and things coming out, all making it festive. And they had cupcakes and cookies and candies and chocolates, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. So tonight, though, what I'm going to show you is how to create an appetizer board with cheeses and different meats so that you can have that. Now, the best thing is, because we sell Tupperware. And because we sell Tupperware, you can put the charcuterie board on a board in a basket. But tonight, I'm going to use the Clearly Elegant serving dish, because it's not too high, so it'll work. You don't want a real deep dish, but I'm going to show you how to put everything in here. So this would be for a small party. And the best part is that when you're all done with that and you make it, you can make it a couple days ahead. All you have to do is put the seal on it, put it in the fridge instead of wrapping it with foil and cellophane, and then you have it all ready to go for New Year's Eve. So back to, are you ready, Jenny?
Almost.
She's almost ready, so let me talk a little more. Okay, so, so anyway, what I do, I want to show you, I'll show you a little bit of something before. Okay, my cheeses, now you can cut them. This is a really great charcuterie board. This is for 2022. This is awesome because they took the ham and the cheeses and made 2022 in it. And so you can do that in the middle of your board and then put all of the rest of things around it. It's just a clever idea. Now I don't have room in here to do that, but if you did a big board, you would have room and it would be so fun and they would think you are so great. And truly, it's nothing more than cutting up cheeses and salami. So I've cut the cheese a little bigger, but if you're doing the 2022, you might want to cut them in a chunk. But if you like chunks, cut it in a chunk. If you like slices, cut it in a slice. If you want them to cut their own, put it in here, but not on Shirley Elegant. You don't want to cut anything on Shirley Elegant. But this is a cheese knife. Now, we used to have this in our line. We no longer have this in our line, and we might have this on sale on our website. We never know. Let me show you, while Jenny's getting ready, how great this is to cut. This is the sharpest knife. It cuts tomatoes really good too, but cheese, you can take a huge block of cheese and just go right down through the middle of it. If you can see me doing this, I hope you can see it, because it's so sharp. And so that's the cheese. I cut that all up ahead of time. I didn't want to stand here and cut all the cheese. So that's all ready to go. I have rolled my salami, so it's pretty. I like to do pretty, but if you don't have time, throw it on. Another thing you can do with salami though, and I've done it, but I didn't do it tonight. You take salami, you take a glass, and you take the piece of salami, and you put it in and fold it over the glass, and you overlap it all the way around. Then you bring it up in the middle, and it makes like a rosette. It's very, very pretty if you want to really have some real fancy salami. And ham and bologna. So are you ready? Back to Jenny.
I'm back.
She's back.
I'm back with more fun drinks. Okay. So now, for those of you that don't, maybe you're not a tequila fan, or, ginger. I had never had ginger beer before that last sip. Pretty good stuff, honestly. So I am going to show you now. We have this was called the Power Chef. What is it now?
It's called the Supersonic.
Supersonic. Okay. If you do not have one of these, you are missing out. There are a variety of ways to get this. You can pay full price for it, which is $69. You can get half price, which is also an awesome deal. You can get it and talk to your consultant about this if you're at a party or if you're a host, because you can get this as part of our kit, which is really amazing, or you can get it 25% off in other ways. So there's a variety of ways, and I will let them talk to you about that because it's just way too cool. But you have to have one. However you decide to get it, you need this in your kitchen, and I'm going to show you why. This is a frozen strawberry daiquiri, and what you take is so simple. Okay, again, simple. This doesn't even have 5 ingredients in it. All right. We're going to take 8 cut frozen strawberries, and I have them in one of our freezer mates. And I'm just going to, and look at that. I am so used to having to put my over the top. That's part of the new one on this, is that you don't have to put it over the top because there's no hole over the top. If you don't have the old one, that's not important to you, but if you do have the old one, you appreciate that. Okay. So we're going to have 8 cut up strawberries. We have 6 tablespoons of sugar. So this is not those of you that are on a diet on New Year's Eve, although you could probably use stevia or one of those other kinds. I'm just thinking that at this point, oh well. And then 1/3 of a cup of vodka. All right. And again, these recipes are for 1 drink or maybe split between 2 people. So you have to double up accordingly depending on how many people that you're going to feed. And the 3 tablespoons of what's left of our lime juice. Turned out that was absolutely perfect for the whole lime. Okay, we're going to put our top back on here. And this is our motor. This is amazing. Now this little thing right here, if we needed more lime juice as we got ready, we could pour it down in here without having to take the top back off. So what we're going to do is pull this cord, and the cool thing about using the frozen strawberries means we don't need ice, okay? Because it's just going to make it slushy, amazing frozen daiquiri that we all know and love.
I think I'm gonna have to stay all night. I don't know.
Listen, if you're afraid to drive, I will take one for the team and just drink the whole thing. I'm just saying. Okay?
Ooh, that looks so good.
See how fast that was? So, you know, your friends will not hate you for this. So we're going to take, and these are Tupperware wine glasses. Again, you need to watch for these.
Put all the drinks up
I
there.
know, put all the drinks up there.
And then we'll drink them all later.
Oh,
Oh, looks so good.
look at that. Oh, yours didn't get quite as much in it.
I'm
So sorry.
good. I'm good. Jenny lives here. I have to drive off.
And then you just take a couple of extra strawberries, put it on the top.
Mm.
I'll give you the two of these strawberries just because they're pretty.
Now we have to
Okay.
toast again.
I'll
See?
take these and put those there.
And have your kids help you make this.
See how easy and fast this is? And seriously, if you have kids at the house or you have people that aren't drinking, don't put the liquor in it. It's just that simple. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see how this one tastes. Mmm,
This could be dangerous.
this is so sweet.
This is so
This
good.
is so good. Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
That's very good.
Oh yes, when we
Okay.
devour this charcuterie board later, when we're off camera, we're gonna be drinking all this stuff. Okay, back to me. So I'm gonna show you how to put the charcuterie board together. And really it has to be you and your personality. So if you wanna throw it all in, throw it all in. There's a picture of a huge one on, if you Google it, and everything, some people are very, like, they really like everything perfect. So they put everything around and it's all perfect. I like to create. So first of all, I'm gonna put some ham salad. I made homemade ham salad at home. And I'm going to put it in this pretty, clearly elegant bowl, because it would not look pretty in this blue bowl. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Now I have cut the bologna and I cut the skins off of the ham with our chef's knife. This knife is so great. If you have a chef's knife, you don't need another knife in your whole kitchen because it cuts little, it cuts big, it cuts everything. It's a wonderful, wonderful knife to have. And there's a guard on it. So when you put it in your drawer, you don't get cut. I also cut my little bread. I had a baguette with our bread knife and it slices right through the bread perfectly. And so this was a baguette and you just cut it because bread is always good with your salamis and stuff too. So I have the ham salad in there. And the other little bowl I'm going to put in here is my veggie dip. Now, there's a lot of veggie dips and you can buy veggie dip, but let me tell you, this is a simple recipe. I've had it for 50 years since my mom made this, and it's still dip. But it's so good because you take a cup of mayo, a cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of dill, 2 tablespoons of parsley, and 2 tablespoons of minced onion. And you know what? I didn't have the onion home. I didn't mince it, so I didn't put onion in. I put a little onion salt in it. And a teaspoon of seasoned salt. And I did not put the seasoned salt in. So this makes the best tasting dip. So I'm going to put a little dip in here. Okay. And then I'm going to surround everything pretty. So first of all, I'm going to take my ham. Now I have rolled the ham and I'm going to put the ham up like this just because it's prettier. Okay. You can also put it down like this if you want to. So we could put some down and some up, and then you put some cheeses. So you mix and match what you're going to put in here just because it makes it really pretty. And so I will put the cheese this way. Okay. And I don't have to use all of this. If, you know, I have a lot more to put on the board. I don't have to use everything. And then I'm going to put the bologna, and I'm going to put the bologna right in the middle here. And it's just a garlic bologna, and I cut it in chunks. I got it cut really thick at the deli. And then I'm going to put my salami, okay? And the salami, I love putting it up because when you roll it like that, it's so pretty. So you just put your salami in there, okay? And then the veggies. Now, I love Tupperware's peelers. I want to tell you that it is amazing, these peelers. And so it is so easy to peel anything. So when you're peeling, you can peel away from you, you can peel towards you, and you just peel so simple. And so I just peel off the outer part of the carrot. And when I was a caterer, we learned to cut carrots differently. And I cut them at an angle so they're really pretty. So when you put them on your charcuterie board, they're not just a string of carrot. They are really pretty. And all you do is just slice them like this at an angle, okay? So that they look nice. So I'm gonna put the veggies right here by the dip. And I have celery, and you could put broccoli, cucumber, whatever you want. And I'm gonna put that there, and some celery. Put a couple celery this way and this way. Stack it up. And then I'm going to put now cherry tomatoes. You can put them on a toothpick, and I always keep my toothpicks in the spice shakers. And these spice shakers, the little ones, are gonna be on sale in January, which is just 2 days away. So you wanna make sure you always have one for your toothpicks to keep them clean, because that box they come in, it breaks and it's awful. So you can put your cherry tomatoes, okay, just put them around like that, or you can just put them around like that because they're pretty. And then grapes, you can cut your grapes, either single them, but I cut them in little tiny bunches, and just, oh, look at, she's taking my bologna already because we didn't eat dinner. And there's grapes. And let me get this other small grape. We'll just put that there. That's good. She's hungry. We're all hungry. Okay. And then, what else? Oh, my breads. So the last thing you put on here, I have the baguette, and I'm going to put that like this. And then I have some regular crackers that I'll just push in the middle here. Like that. And then these are these double cheese something I found. So I don't have room. So what I'm going to do is just move this ham up and shove them right in the corner. See, that's the best part about this. If you have more than you can put in there, you just do it like that. And I have one other kind of cracker, and we want to get them in there. So we'll just put those over here with the bread. We'll just put this bread up here and shove them in the corner like that.
What did you say that was over there?
What?
The white.
This is my veggie dip that is mayonnaise, sour cream, dill, parsley, seasoned salt, and minced onion. Best dip. Don't go buying it. It's $3-4. This is so cheap, and you can make a whole lot of it just with one thing, a cup of sour cream. And so there you have a charcuterie board for maybe 5-6 people. And is that beautiful? Now, when I put the seal on, I have to put the little salamis down, but I have a feeling it's going to be almost gone anyway by the time we develop into it. So have fun. Have your kids help you cut it. Have your kids help you make it, or your grandkids, because this is fun stuff. And then create it any way you want. And the other thing you can do for New Year's Eve, take a charcuterie board, put a bottle of champagne in the middle, and then put all your stuff around it, and take apples and take frosting with like a little decorator, and write Happy New Year and some stars on the apple, and it looks so festive. So back to Jenny for another demo. Oh, one other thing really quick. You want to always keep your cheese in the Cheese Smart. Now this is an older one, it's blue. The one we have now is white. But because it has a condensation little top part, your cheese doesn't get all moldy and it doesn't get wet. It keeps your cheese amazing. And there's a small, medium, and a rectangle. You'll want to check it out because it's a great thing to have in your kitchen. Okay, Jenny, back to you as I clean this up.
I sincerely just want to eat. I'm just telling you. Okay, Jess, do we have guests on?
Hello, everyone. We have 9 on tonight, Jenny.
Awesome. So let's just do a random drawing and give somebody some of Pam's stuff. That's fun. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 9.
Here's a number between 1 and 9. It's 1.
1.
By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. Jessica, the number's 1.
Number 1 is Brandy with Amy Gardner.
Awesome. So Brandy, congratulations for being on with Amy Gardner. And you're going to win Tupperware from Pam because she's not here tonight. So we're giving her stuff away. Actually, she gives her stuff away whenever she is here, but we like to give it away when she's not. So now the other thing that we have 2 more drinks that we're going to do. The last one isn't really a drink. I'm just going to show you a really cool product that we have at the end. But right now, I want to show you a really fun virgin drink that you can make. And I was watching some of the reels and TikToks today that were on Facebook, and I kind of had to laugh because it was one about this girl saying that, if you say you don't drink, everybody wants to know why. They're like, well, why don't you drink? And she said, if you say you don't do something else, nobody asks why. She said, if you say I don't put mayonnaise on my sandwich. Nobody says, why don't you use mayonnaise? She goes, but if you say, oh no, I don't drink, they're like, why don't you drink? Do you have a problem? Is there some reason you don't drink? So just as a heads up, if you're at a party or you're having a party and somebody says, oh no, I don't drink alcohol, don't get all in their face about it. Just say, that's great. You know what? We have some drinks over here that don't have alcohol in it. So this is one of the prettiest and most fun drinks. And I'm going to show you something really cool. And this is kind of for our consultants too, because we have a cold brew that is amazing. And you can make your own cold brew coffee in it. You can make tea in it. You can make all kinds of things. And it comes with this infuser inside. Now, we also have this sheerly elegant pitcher, which goes with the platter that Nancy used for the charcuterie board. And this infuser from the cold brew fits right down inside the pitcher for the sheerly elegant, which means that you can use this pitcher and infuse things for here. So we are going to make a hurricane drink that your kids will love, people at your parties will love, and it's all fruit. It's all fruit juice. So it tastes really amazing. And it's also very, very simple. So this is what is in it. I'm just going to tell you real quick. You're going to see some of our, this is one of our favorite products, and it holds 2 cups on this end, and it has a part that goes on top. And in case you need to put it in the microwave, you can put butter in here, melt it in the microwave. It doesn't get all over your microwave. It's amazing. But we're going to put 2 cups of passion fruit juice in here. It's a little hard to find. And you can also substitute it with like mango juice or peach juice. So you can use a whole lot of different things for it, but most of this is just fruit juice, okay? And then we're going to use, and I measured all this out first, okay? A cup of pineapple juice. This actually just smells amazing because this is some great stuff. We're going to use a cup of orange juice. And our little clearly elegant bowls hold a cup, as you can see. And they're also pretty, they're great for just, we use these if we make tacos or like salads. You can put all your salad things in here. This is lemon juice. That's 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice, okay? And then, so we have all that in there. I'm going to put the infuser down in there. And I'm going to put some fruit down in here. Okay, so we've got some maraschino cherries, got some oranges that we're going to slide down in there. And you can make this ahead of time. Put this, I mean, seriously, you put this in the refrigerator for your kids. Okay, we're going to put some pineapple down in here, which is just amazing. Okay, and then we're going to fill it up with some carbonated water. Okay, I'm going to pour that down inside the fruit. Oh, and it's bubbling and it's so pretty. All right, we're going to put the top on here. And you can put this in your refrigerator and just let it sit and just get that infuser in there. And then when you get it, you know, where you want it, just let it sit for a little bit. I am going to pour a little bit. We're going to put some ice in these glasses because I want Nancy to taste it, right? Did you know that Tupperware had ice cube trays? These are the coolest ice cube trays ever because they're silicone. So what you do is, like, when you go to pop them out, you turn it over and there's these little buttons on the bottom. So instead of standing here arguing with them all and popping them all out, getting more than you want, trying to figure out what you're going to do with them, you just pop them out one at a time and they come out. You get however many you want. Okay, so I'm just going to do maybe half a tray. Here we go. We'll put some in the glass. Now this one's non-alcoholic, right? If you want to add the alcohol and make it like a real hurricane, okay, just add the rum. That's all you need to do. So we're going to.
This is so fun.
Top, right?
Are you having fun? Because I'm having fun.
We're going to pour our hurricane in here. Now, if you're going to use it all, right, all you need to do is pull this up. You can pull this infuser out. Okay, put it in here a little bit. Add a little bit of the fruit to your drink,
Awesome.
okay? This is kind of fun,
Yeah,
actually,
really.
right? Then you put the infusion bag down in there so that it still keeps on fruiting.
Keeps on fruiting.
Here we go.
Oh, here's another drink.
Here you go. And this one, I believe this one's healthy because it's all fruit juice. How can it not be healthy?
Oh my God, they're all so good.
That's really good. That'd be a real good thirst quencher in the summer. I'm telling you right
Look
now.
at that.
I think Louisiana has it on this one because this is for hurricane parties. These are,
Very good.
yeah, there you go. So I'm going to throw this back to you.
Okay. All right. Another appetizer I want to show you. It's a Tupperware recipe I've had for years and years and years because I've been in for like 28 years. And it's so simple. Now I'm making it in an old Ultra 21 container that we don't have anymore. We have Ultra Pro. We have a lasagna pan. We have an oval roaster. This is the same material, so it can go in the oven, but this recipe goes in the microwave. You can make it in our vent and serve. You can make it in the top, the cover of the Ultra Pro. This will work fine too. But all you're gonna do is take an 8-ounce package of cream cheese and make sure it's softened, and you're gonna spread it around in this pan. So you don't want like a jelly roll pan, that's too big, but you just wanna spread a thin layer, okay, of the cream cheese first. And what it's called, it is a cheese bean dip, chili bean dip, that's what it's called, chili bean dip. But what you do is you don't have chili with beans, you have chili with no beans, and Hormel is the only one I know that makes it, and I buy it at Mark's or Giant Eagle, they always have it there. And so you just don't want the beans in it because it just is better with just the meat. So I've spread that around nice and thin, okay? And then I'm going to open, okay? I'm gonna use our can opener. Now, if you have never used this can opener, you have to get one because it's just like the best thing ever. And most can openers open the side of a can. This opens the top of the can, which is gonna show with you that this blade will never get dirty. So you don't have to put it in the dishwasher. You don't even have to wipe it off because it never hits the food. You put it on straight in and lock it in and you can pick this up. And all you do is turn it. So if you have arthritis like I do, it's really, really easy to turn. If it ever gets really, really, really hard to turn, just let your Tupperware lady know. It'll click when it's done. Then there's little prongs on the end, and all you do is grab that cover, or the can cover. Whoops, I didn't grab it. And you pull it off, and this is not sharp, this is not sharp. So it is absolutely awesome. Then I am going to mix that up a little bit. And then I'm gonna spread this chili on top of the cream cheese, okay? Just wanna get it all mixed up, all right? And I'm gonna spread it around. And you put the whole can, so there's no waste. So it tastes kind of like taco dip, actually. And you can make the charcuterie board you can make ahead of time. You can make this bean dip ahead of time and have it in the fridge, and when your guests come, or if you're having a party with just your family on New Year's Eve, you can just pull it out and you're all ready to go. Then you put some grated onion, but I didn't put grated onion, and then grated cheese. So I'm gonna take the other half of this cheddar cheese, put it in the cheese grater.
Wait, didn't I do ice in that?
No, I got the cheese in there.
Oh.
We took out that blade. We put the cheese. See, there's so many blades. One is for shaving chocolate or making tiny little grates of cheese. This one's larger grates of cheese. Then we have the ice, and then there's one more. It's a slicer. So you want to slice carrots or cucumbers. And all we're gonna do, make sure it's in the right place, is turn this and watch how easy that cheese comes out. Everybody needs this in their home. And you really need it because it's so easy to grate cheese. You don't want to buy bagged cheese because in bagged cheese, there's shavings from trees. So you don't want to do that. So then you just take this cheese and you sprinkle it over the top. And you're going to microwave it for about 2 minutes. And we're not going to make this tonight probably because I think I might just save it for New Year's Eve actually.
Really?
Oh, Jen wants it. She wants it. And then you can cover it, put it in the fridge, microwave it, and oh, with Tostito chips, it's delicious. So there you have some awesome drinks, and you have some wonderful, simple appetizers that you can make with your family or without them to have a party. And Jenny, we have one more thing, don't we?
We do. We have a couple more things to talk about,
Okay.
actually. So Jessica, do we have We had 9 guests on. Do we still have 9 guests on?
10.
10. Yay.
Yay.
All right. So let's do one more guest drawing. And we are going to do Alexa. I couldn't remember her name. Give me a number between 1 and 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. Which one?
Alexa. Jessica, she said number 1 again. Is it still the same person?
Yes, I just keep them the same.
Humans are the most abundant and widespread species of primates, characterized by bipedalism and large.
She's just rambling.
brains.
Seriously.
Yes.
Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10.
A random number is 9.
Wait, Nancy, I think you're gonna have to quit moving. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10.
A random number is 6.
6. There we go.
Here we go. All right, number 6 is Bridget with Terry Ruffino.
Okay, so Terry Ruffino and Amy, you guys have to get Pam the addresses of your guests. And in a minute, we're going to do our host drawing. And speaking of hosts, right? This is the host gift from the catalog. So you guys, if you haven't seen this, talk to your consultant and find out how you get this. These are the coolest bowls. And you get these scoops. There's 3 different sizes of scoops, which are amazing for all kinds of things. You can do cookies, you can do dips, you can do meatballs. You can do all kinds of things with these. There's a small one, there's a medium one, and there's a large one. And you get this, it's called our all-in-one. And it fits right on the top of this bowl if you want to grate things, or if you want to do, if you want to juice things because you can't get our Zest and Press right now, you can get this. And it's an egg separator. It's all kinds of things. This is so much fun. There's also other host gifts that you can get right now until Wednesday. There's like 8 different things that Tupperware is offering you as host awards. And then starting on Thursday, Tupperware's January starts on the 30th. And our modular mates start. So if you are at a party right now and you're going to book a party for January for your friend that's having the party, awesome timing on your part. Okay, so you want to do that. You want to book especially for the first week in January. Guys, these are virtual parties, most of them, or even if you're having one at home, you want to get in that first week of January. So that's just kind of a heads up. So there's that. All right. And the other thing is that I want to tell you, keep checking that website, okay? Because if you start a party now, you can get your link out there, and everything that the people in your party buy or everything that goes on that link counts towards your party in January. So don't wait, don't hesitate. Now is the time to make this stuff happen. Jessica, let's do, oh wait, I know what I want to do first, right? Our last thing.
Yes, so
Nancy, we all have 2 of our gadgets that we love desperately. One is the can opener Nancy just showed you, and the other one is our wine opener. And people ask all the time about easy wine openers. I don't know if you've ever watched them open a bottle of wine, even at some of the best restaurants. I cringe when they bring those little bitty metal things out and they stand there and they try and talk to you while they use them. So it makes it look like it's not hard for them. And they're having the worst time. And I feel so bad. And I want to reach in my purse and go, here, use this because you're driving me crazy. This is our wine opener. Comes in 2 parts. It's big. It's not hard to deal with. You take this part and put it down over the top of the bottle of wine, over the neck of the wine. You take the screw part and you put it right down in the top, okay? And you stand there and you talk to somebody and you twist it. And I'm not as young as I look. We're gonna go with that, okay? Well, it might be, but you just twist it. And I have issues with my hands on occasion. And while I'm standing here talking to you, that cork is coming right out of the bottle and I'm done. And it's over. And I'm going to do this. And I am going to pour Nancy and I a glass of wine. And whether you like alcohol, mixed drinks, I'm not a big mixed drink person, although a couple of these I kind of hit it out of the ballpark with. And Google is your friend with that kind of thing. If you don't know a lot about mixed drinks, but you have people coming over, or you want to be able to look like you know about mixed drinks, Google New Year's Eve drinks, Google simple mixed drinks, because that's what I did. Everything that I Google for recipes starts with the word simple. It's great. So don't let that worry you. Okay, Jessica, before Nancy and I toast and say Happy New Year to everybody, how many hosts do we have on?
Unfortunately, we don't have any tonight, Jenny.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do one more guest drawing then, okay?
All right, awesome. So that's 10.
Then, all right. Alexa, give us a random number between 1 and 10.
Your random number between 1 and 10 is 7.
7.
Number 7 is Michelle with Debbie Morris.
All right, Michelle with Debbie Morris, congratulations. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your week. Talk to your consultant about getting those parties in the first week of January and getting a whole bunch of double host credits and amazing gifts. Have a great new year, and cheers, guys. We will see you later. Be here next Tuesday night too, because it's going to be a great cooking show then.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Have a great night.